Sunghee from South Korea. Before I share my presentation to everyone, I'd like to tell you why I chose this project. I've been interested in learning about the education system and society. I've been curious and I sometimes ask myself this question: why are there many who criticize the young generation? Do young people not have any passion? And so I want to know if the young generation, really do have not any passion, and why it has been a big problem in Korea. This afternoon, I'm going to tell you about the problem of the young generation by sharing my own stories and also the people around me. And first, I'll introduce some terms which are becoming popular in Korea. First one is really famous word for people who find it hard to live and take care of themselves. So we call it people who give up love and marriage and having a baby. This can include giving up relationship or not getting a job in their life if the environment is bad. Next term is $800 generation. It's similar with €1,000 generation. This means that they live $800 salary a month. It's really hard to live for a month with only $800 in Korea, but they also couldn't get a job, so they live with having part-time job. So what is the biggest problem in South Korea? What does it happen? Many people say the first reason is academic pressure and competition because of having a conventional education system. It makes us think that we cannot have, or we are not allowed to pursue our passion and explore creativity. But this academic pressure also makes us harder to get a job even after finishing a master course and PhD. Second reason is the generation gap between old and young people. When we built the Korean Wall at 1950, we separated the South and North. And then we had a dictatorship for a long time. South Korea developed from one poor country so fastly to an economical and well-developed country in only half a century. This led into a terrible generation gap where people cannot understand each other and don't even try it. Final reason is that Koreans are so busy every day with either work and school. And so when we have spare time, we don't know how to spend it wisely. So how is South Korea changing now? A good example is the recent candlelight protest, which lasted for a few months until last month. This rally was successful because it made us changing our president. It also gave us a spare where we could speak out about our other kinds of problems in Korea. For example, about peace and nuclear energy and several ship incident and job problems. We are happy that we changed our president, and the new president is now changing the system little by little. In fact, yesterday he decided to remove one of nuclear power plants. We are also now trying to change other parts of Korea, especially in terms of education. Alternative kind of school were built over the last 10 years. I actually graduated from an alternative high school, and vocational schools are also getting more popular. And last year we built a new kind of school which is inspired by the Danish after school. Lastly, many new political parties are formed and people are becoming more concerned about politics more than before. What does South Korea think about passion? I interviewed my Korean friends and here are their answers. First question is, what is passion to you? And they said passion is the motivation to move and dream. And second question is, when do you feel passion? They said whenever they try to new thing and finish it. They also feel it when they get inspiration from others. And last question is, do you think can we get passion in South Korean society? One of the answers is that Korean society gives us passion and hope, but the approach is wrong. Another answer is that we had to get a reputation from the name of university because that is what's important in Korean society. And so it's really hard to find our passion or interest. So how about me? What is my passion? So first, I'm interested in interior design and architecture. In fact, I changed my room 2 years ago and designed everything all by myself. And I'm also into play Korean traditional instrument. I've been learning how to play a Korean traditional instrument for 2 years now. Moreover, I like make illustration and photograph, and so I made a creative photo album of my class in my high school. Finally, I participated in an exchanging program between Danish school and Japanese school. So finally, what I learned from this is that I didn't try to search my passion too much, but instead I tried to search for what am I interested in, work on discovered it, and I'm happy to discover it more. Thank you.